years, our family has grown, and we always try to gather around the family piano, whether it be our kids or us or our grandkids, and try to squeeze in a Christmas song or two amongst all the frantic activities. And as you are about to see, sometimes they can be a little unpredictable, but certainly always fun. So, we are pleased to invite you into our living room for a little bit of Christmas joy. Said the night into the little lamb, you see what I see, way up in the sky, little lamb, you see what I see, a star dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite. With a tail as big as a kite.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad that you have joined us today. Perhaps you're joining on a cool Christmas morning or sometime afterwards. And whenever you're seeing this, we're glad that you're seeing it. They say that Christmas time is the time of giving. And I guess that's true. You have been extremely generous this year at Trinity in all 5 of the T's: time, talent, treasure, testimony, and temple, the gift of your own self. And especially in the financial area, we met and exceeded our financial giving goal this year at a time when not a lot of people, not a lot of churches are doing that. And so thank you, Trinity, for your gifts and your giving and all that you do to make the ministries happen here, not only at the church, but in our community and around the world. I want to also pause and consider that it's not just about giving things. It's not just about giving your time, your talent, your treasure, your testimony, and yourself. I want to talk about giving of your spirit and God's giving of the Spirit. You see, all of those things, those 5 T's that I'm so fond of referring to and just did twice already, all of those T's are things. It's giving of the Spirit that really makes us who we are. It was God who, in the very beginning, when humans were formed, breathed that life-giving Spirit into the body that had been formed of dust and was just a material substance. We became ourselves when Spirit was breathed into us. And likewise, when we take in air literally almost every second of our lives, we're breathing in God's Spirit. We're breathing in all of God's creation. And what we breathe out is the gift that comes from within ourselves. Now, on chilly days like this morning and the mornings to come, that breathing in can be rather startling. And that's not such a bad thing. We should be startled by God's breath. We should be startled by the Spirit. And this year, I know that we have been, and I know that I have been. And I hope that in 2023, we'll continue to be startled by God's Spirit. That we can then give our spirit. Again, the material things are wonderful, but it is the giving of our very selves, that which we hold most dear, our love, our care, our forgiveness, our gentleness, our hopefulness, all of the best angels of our nature. It is in giving those things that makes us who we are, children of God, and who makes us who we are, a congregation gathered around Jesus Christ. And so this Christmas, as you're giving gifts to family and friends, neighbors, co-workers, and as you've given so many gifts to Trinity and to the people that we serve, I hope you'll pause and give thanks. But I hope you'll pause and maybe take a moment of quiet by yourself and say, thank you, not just for being given the gifts that you have, but the ability to share them with others and to be yourself, because you are a beautiful creation. Many of you know my favorite movie is It's a Wonderful Life. It wasn't a popular movie when it was filmed. It's not really even a great movie by epic movie standards. But it gained popularity after its release in 1946 in an America that was trying to turn hopeful after the ravages of both the Depression and World War II. Americans had just gone through almost 2 decades of misery and were emerging in the late 1940s and into the 50s to be more hopeful, more excited about the future. And the character of George Bailey and his wife Mary and their kids and the whole story portrays just that. A story of giving, a story of hope. And I hope that will be our story going forward. One of my favorite quotes of that movie is "never even said." It appears in a small framed picture underneath the picture of Peter Bailey, the founder of the Bailey Building and Loan, who died suddenly, leaving everything in George's hands. And that's part of the center of the plot, that George is pulled between caring for himself and all of his exciting dreams, but also caring for his family and his community. And what George found out was by staying in his community, he could do both. He could be the man that he wanted to become, who he was destined to become, but he could also serve his family and his community. And at the very end of the movie, we see that joyous celebration where the whole community turns out to celebrate not just what he did for them, but who he was for them. And that little framed picture underneath Peter Bailey's picture in the office in which George inherited says this: all you take with you is that which you've given away. All you take with you is that which you've given away. I encourage you this year, not just on Christmas Day and beyond, not just on birthdays or Easter or other gift-giving holidays. I encourage you to give yourself away, but not in a way that depletes you, not in a way that leaves nothing left, that you've given so much away that you have no strength for yourself to care for yourself. I mean, share your spirit generously, because there's plenty of that to go around. When we ask God for more, it comes. When we pray, when we worship, when we study, when we're around people that we love, that spirit is renewed from an endless well. So I invite you, give yourself, because all that we can take with us is that which we've given away. And I hope that's true of our congregation too. Let's be wildly generous in 2023 with the Spirit of God within these walls and around the world. On behalf of the staff here at Trinity, I want to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And together, we're going to do wonderful things.